Hey guys, Loco88 here, and today I'm bringing you my first impressions of the mod DayZ Escape. Now, DayZ Escape has been around, I believe, since about September, but I've only just really noticed it on Commander. It came out, I believe, back in the last month, and it's been created by the guys at ZDT. Now, so far I've looked. There's a couple of servers at the moment in time, only about 3 or 4. There's not really anyone playing at this moment in time. This server's got myself and one other person on. The other server seemed empty. I don't know if it's because it's not much exposed. It is on Commander, but nevertheless, if things are on Commander or not, they do need to be publicised and obviously get some people on there. I've done a lot of reading into this, had a look what it actually entailed, what's involved, what it's about, all that kind of thing, as to do with any new mod, and it does sound interesting, so I thought I'd give it a try and let you guys know about it as well. Now, as you can see, and probably notice where I am, I've actually spawned at Baron Z now. Now, the idea of this is they've wanted to completely change the idea of DayZ. The typical route of DayZ is to spawn on the coast, run up north to the airfields, get some gear and get shot. Now, the end point of this, you probably are going to get shot either way, but you actually now, you're basically spawning up north. Now you can spawn anywhere between the region of Three Valleys up to Goober Bay. Now when I loaded in, there was a different selection screen which actually gave you a choice where to spawn. It didn't look quite accurate. I think it likes some churn on things, so I'm unsure what that's about, but that could be sorted out. That might just be an issue what's there at the moment in time. But you're supposed to spawn up north, and the idea is to make your way down south and escape. Now all the best loot's supposed to be on the south coast, and on Skaliski Island, that's where all the best loot's going to be, and but there is AI, so it's going to be difficult when you actually do get there. Now I'm not fond of AI in a game, but if they are going to be restricted just to Skaliski, that's fine. That's fine with me, in my personal opinion, because it's something somewhere you can go and play against if you want to, or if you don't want to. That's fair enough. Now back to the main things. Now, as most new mods do, what they've done here as well, they have added extra vehicles, extra skins, extra weapons, all them kind of glorious features. Now in terms of the actual vehicles, they've actually done some modelling themselves, put some ones that actually fit in with DayZ in terms of the skins of the vehicles, etc. So I'm interested to look at those, to actually find some, see if we can see what I like. I might actually see some in this video, as I won't be editing this side, it's just basically live as I'm rating it as I actually run around. So we may find one, we may not, in the time which we've got. So those are in place, so I'd like to actually find those. They've added new features and new parts to the actual map to explore, so there is new areas, specifically a lot down south. There is some screenshots. I will link in the description. I will put a link to the actual website, so you can actually see some of these images and some of the text which I'm basically yourselves know about, and it gives you more detail than what I'm going to provide to you, some actual images of what I'm saying to you in terms of the actual vehicles and some of the actual areas. Now they've also remodeled and changed the inventory, and if you see, that looks, I haven't played every single mod, but it's based off the current DayZ, the standard DayZ mod, but they've done some work on there, made that look all snazzy and different. So it's nice that they've changed those kind of things. The main thing what I want is for everything to look neat, everything to look where it should, and to work. That's my main concern. As long as I do those simple things, then I'm fine with that. Now, one thing I did notice, which I'm going to raise now before I forget as well, is they have put the night vision goggles are rare. So there is night time, but some servers have 24-hour days, so that kind of defeats the object of that, but that is what's actually on. So for the day and night ones, the night vision goggles are rare. It's not something you're going to find easily by running around looting barracks, etc. They've added in a gun rack. You may see gun rack for those who play Epoch. Now it's a new thing where you can actually put your weapons in, your items in your cache. You lock it though, so it's something you would put in your base on Epoch. That's actually on this actual mod, so you can use that. When you're actually in helicopters as well, first person only. Now I think that's good. A lot of people might not like it, but people do use choppers to fly around, and they can easily find camps by using a helicopter. Now, by using first person only, that does restrict your view, so it should help in terms of that side of things. I don't know if that's the reason why they've done it, but to me that would make sense to do it because of that. But like I say, I'm unsure either way if that's the reason why, or anything like that. So at the moment in time, I'm just trying to find a weapon. see what I can get. There's a lot of new weapons. I ain't got any specific details of exactly what new weapons there is. I've seen a screenshot of eventually some, I think, like the famous things like that in. I'm not 100% sure exactly what's... Wait a minute. These are new. There's apartment buildings out here, so I'm going to check these out and see if they look like... Nah, okay. Look at that. You see, that apartment building, it just does not look right. Now, they said they put a lot of new areas and things in the map. I hope they've done them a lot better than they've done this, because this just looks... Yeah. Well, you can make your own opinion of that, but I'm going to run down to Benzino and have a look at it. Further into Benzino and have a look at the rest of it, but no, that just does not look well at all. If you can't get it in normal, and get it in level, as it looks like it fits, don't put it in all, that's what I say. It's hard work doing these kind of things. Chanel was doing his own, but you need to have things, if you're going to do it, it's got to look right. But there's a lot of competition out there. There's a lot of things they need to actually make sure is in place. What they've also said they've got as well is advanced weather, so ocean waves, dust, wind effects. Now with the weather itself, I can't really see anything up to press. Obviously I've only been playing it for about 10 minutes, so it's a change. I'm going to run around down to the actual coast before the end of this first impression, see if we can actually see the wave side of things, but apparently that does also depend on the weather as well. So I assume if it's windy days, we can hear the wind in it, then there should be waves. So I assume we're going to see something, but I can't positive. But we'll go check that out anyway. There's apparently new crafting as well, improved crafting in terms of the base of the DayZ mod, the current mod that's out for that. You can find weapon attachments, new melee weapons, and also settlements as well. So I'm interested to see what these are all about. What I could do with doing is finding some kind of military loot, see if we can find anything. We'll take this last backpack. See if we can find any of these attachments and whatnot, see what they actually look like and how they work in the adventure system. Now, I can't say if I'm going to be playing this after today. Like I say, if the servers get populated, I've got a lot of cool ideas. If servers do get populated, then yeah, definitely. It's got a lot of things in it what does sound interesting. There's a lot of things which I've read which are looking to be basically doing is having the base building system in place, like Origins and Epoch. It's supposed to be very similar to the Origins one, so that could be very interesting. They have got some of the typical old other scripts in which you see on many servers, like you can take close-up bodies when you kill, so if they've got gillies you can take those. You can self-blood bag, but you only can do that in hospitals, which is good. So at least now if you shoot someone in combat, they can't run around a bush and blood bag, so that's good. They have to be in hospital to actually do that. Now, looks like they've added some industrial buildings down there. And there's a lot of information to take in, and I'm just mix and matching it in there. It's just as I can remember it while I'm actually playing, and bits of what's noted down. There's a lot of little bits and bobs which they are actually changing and what they're doing with this. So like I said, I will leave a link so it is there for you. One thing they have done which I've noticed as well, there's a lot of things which they've done which I've noticed in Epoch. Like for example, vehicles going off road, they move a lot faster now, and they're doing this as well. Now this tank isn't going to work, but hey ho. Yeah, it's okay. Okay, so these are medical, so there's not going to be medical loot in these. I don't think these spawn gear. There's a box under there. Nah, it's pure all decorative. There's not actually anything there lootable for me. Some new industrial buildings here. Doesn't look too bad, so that looks well where it is at this moment in time. I was hoping I might find a vehicle by now here. Like I said, there is a lot of competition. A lot of people have turned to Epoch. Epoch is big at the moment in time. They have a lot of servers, heavily populated. They're doing some amazing things with Epoch. Now, when that first came out, I wasn't interested in the idea of doing trading. I thought it was too too friendly for me, so to speak. I didn't like the idea of it. But in terms of when the game's actually evolving and what people are expecting now, it does give more depth to a game, to a mod. Sorry. So they do need it in mods when they come out. A lot of things like Overwatch, example, they do put a lot of weapons, vehicles in, and make it a massive PvP fest. Now these are trying to do a mixture of both of the weapons, vehicles, and also putting the base building side of things in. Now a lot of the things which I've stated, what's actually in here, and what I've said features of this art, what I've just read, I may be incorrect about some. If I am, I do apologise. If you know better, or if you've actually played this or know anything about it, do let me know in the comments below. Any information I may have missed off, any new features, anything that's happening with it, or anything what I've said what's incorrect, because I'd like to know. Because yeah, definitely if it does take off, I would like to play a little bit of it. Let's have a look. Right, so I'm going to just check this industrial area just down here. I'm going to check this school building first. So I'll check the industrial area, see if I can find any vehicles, and then we're going to have a look at the ocean. See the waves, see if there's any waves. Alright, now find any loot up to press. See any players? Ah, it's me and one guy. Usually with servers like this, with not many servers and not many players, I normally wouldn't do first impressions. I've done many in my time, I've done a couple. I normally wouldn't bother. This one does sound interesting. Does sound like it has potential, so just to make you guys aware of it if you weren't, because I weren't until I was just checking my updates, my installs on Commander, that I did notice it, so I looked into it. I noticed there's another new one on there, which I'm not going to get into at the moment in time. So I thought I'd give it a try, and yeah, it's got the general base of it, but I don't know if it's the map what's getting old for me. Roos, it's the best map for me personally. It is the original one, but I've just seen it that much over the last 18 months. Okay, well, I'm not seeing any vehicles, so what we will do is we will check out the sea. Now I come down here for comparison, but I don't boat. But I don't know if this is how it now is or not, so I can't really tell. If this has got fuel though, what I will do is I'll actually head down to the south coast, see if I can see some of the buildings, what's on about down there, see if I can see anything of any use. So I did try the boat, but it did work. After spending a few minutes to get it out of being stuck, being beached, it's just the slowest down thing I've ever sailed in. So what I'll do is I'm going to run into Berenzino just to quickly try and see if I can find your vehicle one that they're talking about. See if there's one there so I can actually see what it looks like. It may just be a standard one, but I just want to see if there's one of the custom ones in, and just so you can have a look. So unfortunately I haven't managed to find a vehicle. I managed to get quite a bit of a following of zombies. But yeah, I have seen a vehicle, sadly, so I'm not going to be able to actually see when I show you guys one of those. What I'm going to do is uncut the video here in a moment in time. I hope you enjoyed the information I gave. Like I said, we'll leave the link so you can actually read up on it, get some more detail on there. Do let me know in the comments below if you've seen this mod, if you've played it, what you think of it, how it's going, all those kind of things. Just leave me your opinions in the comments below. And yeah, we'll leave it there. So thank you for watching, guys, and I'll see you on the next one.